So before starting today's session, so let me introduce myself, a brief introduction about myself. Good evening, folks. I welcome you all for this SAP BW 7.4 online free demo session. My name is Eliaz. I did master's degree in computer applications. I started my career as a Java developer in 1998. After working in Java 3 years, I switched to SAP. In SAP as a developer in SD, FI modules. From 2002 onwards, I am working as a BW consultant. In SAP BW, I started working with 2.0p versions, 2.1, 3.1c, 3.5, which is the first NetWeaver version, and the various versions in BW 7.x, including 7.0, 1, 2, 3, and the current and latest version is 7.4. With SAP BW, my expertise, basically I am a techno-functional consultant in SAP BW. My technical expertise, ABAP, okay, writing complex transformations with ABAP functional modules, okay, routines, okay, baddies, BAPIs, okay, and all. And functional side, SAP CRM, SD, FI. So core functional expertise with SAP CRM. When SAP acquired the business objects in 2008, from 2008 onwards, I am working as a BW BODS consultant. In BODS, my experience and expertise includes SAP BI, reporting tools, SAP BODS, which is an EAM tool, and SAP BOPC, which is an EPM tool. So these are the various versions in BOBI and BODS I work. My specialization in SAP BOBI is designing the universes on top of SAP HANA up to XI 3.1, designing the universes on BW, because from BA 4.1 onwards, we don't require the universes on top of BW. SAP extracting the data from SAP and non-SAP source systems, Webby report development using Webby, report development using Webby, Crystal reports, dashboard design, Business Object Explorer, and SAP BO Design Studio. So I am a certified SAP HANA consultant. I have total 3 years of HANA experience with BW 7.3, starting from support pack 5 to my latest project, in my current project, BW 7.4 with service pack 5 with HANA and BOBA with SAP HANA. So these are my specializations in SAP HANA: data provisioning, modeling, reporting. So in big data, my experience includes not only in HANA, I do have very good experience in Hadoop, extracting the data from Hadoop to SAP HANA and reporting. So this is my functional exposure: finance, accounting, controlling, sales and distribution, material management, HR, CRM, middleware, demand planning, APO. So I have been teaching in North America since last 12 years, US and Canada. Basically, I'm a Canadian citizen, but most of my projects, my clients are in US. I do have the clients in Canada as well. So this is my number of teaching years and area. In SAP ABAP, I have 9 years of teaching experience. BW in various versions, including up to 7.4, the latest one, 11 years. BW with CRM Analytics 6 years. SAP BW 7.3, 7.4 with SAP HANA 3 years. SAP BOBI in various versions 8 years. SAP BOBI 4.0, 4.1 with SAP HANA 3 years. And HANA, I teach HANA also, various versions. I have total 3 years of teaching experience. So these are my certifications. I am a certified BW consultant, HANA, business objects, quality management. So these are some of my clients I worked, and I have a consulting company with 30 to 40 consultants working with us. My client is in New Jersey, in Bridgewater. But as of now, in a project trip, I am in India, so I am taking this demo session from India. So our major clients are pharma companies in Toronto, in New York and New Jersey, and apart from that, utility clients in Detroit and in Illinois areas also. So this is my brief introduction about myself, my friends, and you guys can start a brief introduction, your educational background, your experience in IT, if you have any prior experience in SAP BW or any other SAP area, please don't forget to specify that. We'll start with you, Mr. Uday. Mr. Uday?
Hello?
Yes, Uday.
Yeah. Hello? Are you able to hear?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. I can hear you.
Yeah. Actually, volume is very low, so I'm unable to speak. 1 second.
Yeah, your volume is low. Okay.
Testing. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Today I have done MCA.
Sorry?
MCA, Master of Computer Application.
Okay, okay.
Total I have 9 years experience in SAP, BW, BPS and IP and as well as BPC.
Okay.
I worked with Reliance.
Okay.
And domains are Telecom, Reliance Industries, Reliance Petroleum, Reliance Retail, and I worked on media. And
now I have a question for you. If you are already working in BW, then what is the purpose of attending this course?
I'm worked on 7.3 up to 7.4 is new for me, so that's why I wanted to.
Okay, very good, very good. Yeah, Mr. Neil. Yes, sir. Mr. Neil, can you hear me?
Yes, I could hear you. Did you say Neil?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay. My name is Neil. I've got my background is in computer engineering. I've been working in the IT industry for the last 5 years, primarily in financial domain. My area of expertise would be in commercial loans. So I've been working in the financial sector and doing commercial banking. So
Okay.
I'm currently in QA tech. I'm working as a QA right now, and I'd like to change technology and get into SAP. A friend of mine recommended that we go ahead and change technologies at this time. So taking his advice, I would like to move on and explore SAP.
Yeah, we are here to help you out, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, Namit? Okay. So this demo session is divided into 3 parts. First one is course roadmap. So what is course roadmap? So after completing this part of the demo session, you have clear understanding what are the topics we'll be covering in this course and how much time we are spending on different areas of this training, like in modeling, in ETL, in reporting, and what type of new features we'll be learning in BW 7.4, 7.3. Okay, so you after walking through this course roadmap, just you have an idea how far we are reaching your expectations. So whenever you are planning to enroll for the course, you have something in your mind, some expectations in your mind. So are we reaching your expectations or not? You have clear idea. Then I will give you a brief introduction to SAP BW and the new features of SAP BW 7.4. Then we'll move on to questionnaires. Yes, Namit. Can you hear us? Can you hear me? Okay. Especially in BW 7.4 with the Service Pack 5, the course we are dealing with, there are so many enhancements as far as the integration with HANA is concerned. So in this course, we'll be covering the complete what are the new features given by SAP in BW 7.4 with SAP HANA. In fact, the complete course I will be teaching with HANA as underlying database. So if you are learning SAP BW 7.4 just with traditional database, it doesn't make much sense. The reason is in BW 7.4, whatever the new features from support pack 3 onwards, BW 7.3 support pack 5 onwards, whatever the releases SAP is releasing in BW 7.4, the new versions SAP is releasing in BW, all features are integration towards with SAP HANA. So if you look at, this is BW 7.4 with service pack 5, which is the latest one. This is BW 7.4. So with the release support pack level is 5. So what are the new features SAP has given in support pack in BW 7.4? All are related to integration towards SAP HANA. So SAP HANA analysis process. So OLTP, SAP HANA information views, the new options in DTP, all the options towards the integration with SAP HANA. So if you have BW 7.4 running on top of HANA, then only it makes sense to learn BW 7.4. Because if you are learning BW 7.4 with traditional databases, so we cannot show you all these new concepts. What are the concepts we have, especially in BW 7.4 integration towards with HANA? Well, whenever I am teaching BW 7.4 on complete HANA, you require some introduction to SAP HANA, some concepts of SAP HANA, what is analytical view, what is calculation view, how to consume HANA information models in BW, how to import BW models in SAP HANA. So we will be covering all this kind of stuff, like basic modeling concepts of SAP HANA, some basics of SAP HANA, up to what extent we require for a better understanding of BW 7.4 with SAP HANA. Means in order to learn BW 7.4 as an underlying database for HANA. Okay. So let's start the course roadmap. Now the underlying database we are using for SAP BW 7.4 is here HANA 1.0 with service pack 5, service pack 7. See, the database is HDB, HANA database. So this service pack, support pack 7 in SAP HANA. This is the underlying database. So all the features are, first, what is the training highlights? What you are going to learn in this training, where most of other facilities you don't get this type of new concepts and latest environment to practice all BW 7.4 new features. So all the new features of BW 7.4, including BW 7.4 on SAP HANA with Service Pack 7, the new features like OLTPs, SAP HANA information models, extracting the data directly, and what are the new features in HANA-optimized cubes, HANA-optimized DSOs, the new feature in HANA-optimized DSOs, and the new features in data flows, all these kind of new features. So focus on hands-on training with lot of assignments, practice test for each session, customized quality training material, okay, with covering new features of BW 7.3 as well as 7.4. So if you are directly learning this course, then you need to know what is BW 7.3, then what are the upgrades in BW 7.4. You need to have an idea. Well, someone is already working in BW 7.3, for them maybe it's not required, but like other students who wants to learn this course, who are learning this course for first time, they require okay, little bit introduction to BW 7.3, what are the new features and all. Okay, BW, sorry guys, here lot of disturbance here. Yes. I am in India on a project trip. Okay, sorry folks. So not only will cover BW 7.4 integration with SAP BOPI reporting, okay, integration with BODS, okay, and BW 7.4, all the concepts of hands-on. Okay, in SAP BW, first after covering the basics of SAP HANA, because for BW 7.4 you need to have some knowledge of BW SAP HANA, because most of the clients will be using BW 7.4, say Service Pack 5. If they have like underlying database as a HANA, then you're supposed to have some knowledge, some information about HANA, up to what extent you require in order to work with those type of projects. So after covering the basics of SAP HANA, then we'll start modeling. In the modeling, the multidimensional models in BW 7.4, data extractions, new data source concept, transformations, DTPs, so migration of 3.x data flows to BW 7.4 data flows, basis business content, okay, administration of InfoCubes, DSOs, virtual cubes and multi-providers, and we'll cover the new enhancements, BW 7.3 and 7.4. So in extractions, so we'll be covering extracting the data from different SAP as well as non-SAP source systems. SAP source systems include SAP ECC, SAP CRM, generic extractions, business content extractions, COPA extractions, LO cockpit, FISL, CRM extractions, and delta management, other topics in extractions and topics related to extractions and delta management. So in the reporting, in this course we will be covering the BEX reporting, not business objects, but at the same time I will show you the integration. So what is the BICS connection from information design tool, how to create a BICS connection to SAP BW, okay, specific to a BEX query, all these type of concepts. How to create a how to use the BICS connection for your web report development, dashboard report development. So basic integration part will be covered, but not each and every tool in depth. So in reporting, introduction to BEX reporting suite, navigation in the reports, okay, first step in the query designer, key figures, characteristics, attributes, exceptions and conditions, advanced reporting, RRI. So these are the along with new enhancements. Once we completed the modeling part, then every student, they have to work on 5 very complex data flows. 5 complex data flows that will be given by the instructor as a mini project. So you will be having a lot of business rules, Okay, you have to write the routines, start routines, end routines, expert routines. Okay, as per every with proper specifications, a mini project will be given that includes 5 very complex data flows. You have to complete that one. So then what are the new features in BW 7.3 and 7.4? Okay, these are the new features. We will be covering all the new features. So whatever the course content here I have given, these are unit wise. Again, in each unit we have the subunits. In each unit we have the subunits. If you want to look in detail of what are the subunits we will be covering under each main unit, yeah, 1 minute, Anand, I will check. Anand, can you hear me, Anand? So, yeah, you can hear me, but we cannot hear you because you are muted by administrator, but I am not able to unmute you. Yes, Mr. Sitaram, can you please unmute this gentleman? Namit. Okay, let's move on, folks. Okay, if you have any question, you guys can type in chat window. By the time administrator will unmute you. Okay, if you want to see what are the subtopics we'll be covering, so these are the top subtopics in each. And the good thing about in this course is in SAP BW for transformations for ETL, I will show you the integration with BODS, how we will extract the data from different non-SAP source system to SAP BW using Business Object Data Services 4.2. The SAP strongly recommends load the data from non-SAP source system to SAP BW using Business Object Data Services. That way, we can avoid writing the complex transformations in BW form, means complex ABAP routines. And well, if you are extracting the data from different SAP source systems, we'll use the extractor method. Okay, we can use generic extractors, business content extractors. In that case, what type of routines you require? Okay, how to write these routines? Up to what extent ABAP knowledge you require? I will teach the basics of ABAP, like ABAP basics, ABAP data types, ABAP structures, ABAP internal tables. Okay, these are the concepts you require, mainly internal tables, ABAP structures you require to write the routines. So I will be covering that as well before starting the transformation part in BW. And not only writing the routines and all, I will cover how to debug the routines in the DD phase. Okay, step debugging, troubleshooting. Then mini project. Not mini project will be given after modeling, but each and every unit will have 3 to 4 assignments minimum. Suppose I completed BW 7.4 Dataflow, so you will be having some new assignments. You will be having assignments related to the topic. Suppose I completed one start routine, end routine example. You will be given 2 assignments. You will be assigned 2 assignments. You have to complete before we are moving on to the next topic. Then extraction parts, generic extractions based on tables, views, classical info set, functional modules. Then business content extractions, okay, COPA, cost profitability analysis, yellow cockpit, CRM, marketing extractions, sales extractions, service extractions, delta management. So these are the topic in detail. APDs, then reporting, introduction to BI, SAP BO, text reporting suite. Okay, query designer, key figures in the query designers, characteristics in the query designer, attributes in the designer and all. Hierarchies, what is the new framework of hierarchy? I will show you the new framework of hierarchy also. Up to BW 7.2, we have to follow 3.x method in order to learn the hierarchy. But from BW 7.3 onwards, SAP has given the new hierarchy framework. So you can create the hierarchy data source. We can use transformations in order to upload the hierarchy. That also we will discuss in detail. Then enhancements. So these are the end-to-end projects we will be giving to the students. Suppose you want to project order fill rate end-to-end. So I will give you so many project documents. Yes, sir, I will come to you. Give me 1 second. Neil, give me 1 second, please. Suppose this is a fill rate project. Complete end-to-end. Problem? Starting from end-to-end. What is the problem? What is fill rate business process? So business requirements. Okay, give me 2 minutes, folks. I will take your questions. And complete designing part and what type of report they require, the client required. Now the implemented project. You can see this is the implemented one. So what type of routines we are writing here? So not only just I'm giving an example. Suppose you want to project end-to-end. So this is one end-to-end project for a client in UK, utility client. Complete end-to-end project. Every document you will find. Okay, not only this, I will give the scope of projects. Complete model. Like this. So I will use 3-5 implemented projects. It depends upon your area of interest. I worked on CRM, my specialization. I will give you the CRM projects, SD projects, MM procurement, order material movements project, sales purchase order header level project, item level project. So by the end of this course, can you hear me? Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Eliaz?
Yes.
Okay, yes, I can hear you.
Yes. What's your question, please?
Okay, while you were going through all the blueprints and some of the requirements for your end-to-end projects, I was wondering what kind of background would you need to get into SAP BW, because some of these things are new to me, and I'm not able to kind of grasp or comprehend at this time. So if you could,
very good. So what I will add is, before question is, I will add target audience. Who can learn this course? What are the prerequisites?
Yes, that would be great. Thank you.
Okay. So, to tell you the truth, my friend, only to learn this BW course, because here we are starting everything from the scratch, you require RDBMS knowledge, basics of RDBMS and some SQL knowledge. So if you have these two as a prerequisite, then you can understand Okay, you are in a position to understand what I'm delivering in the class. So any concept of BW, because it's a data warehousing tool. Not only I'm talking about BW, if you name any data warehousing tool, that can be Cognos, that can be ETL tool, any ETL tool like Informatica, DataStore, a reporting tool like BO, okay, a modeling tool. In order to learn any data warehousing tool, my friend, the prerequisite is basics of SQL and basics of RDBMS. Now, you said you are going through so many projects. Well, how I can complete this project? So, are we going to complete that project at the beginning of the course? No. See, when you are starting that project. See, mini project after completion of the modeling, the main projects will be given after completion of the course. So, in the course, you will be learning how to extract the data from HD module in yellow cockpit extractions. You will be learning some modeling concept with various prospects. What is how to extract data from HD module, MM module, FI module. So, approximately you are listening 60 hours of classroom sessions and you are practicing 200 hours plus more assignments. Then after, you are going to work on this project. Then it's not a problem for you to understand this blueprint to start working on this blueprint. Then, if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, whenever you started implementing this project, so we have a concept of block. So this is with another company. Just to give you an idea how exactly the block will work, I will show you. So this is one of my HANA ongoing batch. So this is a block. So Sridharam will give access to the block. In this block, so you will be having, once the class is done, all the video recordings will be posted in the class. Now, we'll give all the training material, whatever the training material we are talking about, will be posted here. And assignment and case studies. Here we will be posting the assignments and case studies. You will be working on all these assignments, kind of practice assignments, before starting on a main project, once you are done with this course. Then question and announcements. This is very important one. Now we are doing a assignment. See, one gentleman, he completed one practice test, he posted. Once he posted, I will be answering that question. Yes, I gone through your question. You completed any question, any question. So you will be having the blog access to 6 months. Then if you have any questions, you can post. So whatever the project you implemented, then you can show them as your project as of, okay, you work as first or second project. Then you can, whatever the questions the interviewer is asking in those projects, because you already implemented, what type of problems you come across, whatever the problem you posted here, same problems you can explain. Because this is not a simple case study. This project is implemented for a client. They are using this report. The project is being used by client. That makes sense, Neil? Hello? Hello, Neil?
Yes, go ahead.
That makes sense. When you are doing the project by the end of the course, by the time you are learning complete BW, you are learning the BW, you are working on whatever the assignments you have provided, then you are doing the project, right?
Got it. Yes.
Well, we'll start a brief introduction to a data warehousing. What exactly a data warehousing tool? Okay, what exactly the concept of data warehousing, and what is SAP BW? A brief product overview. Well, here a lot of disturbance, guys. Okay, I will meet for 2-3 minutes. Well, see, this is an enterprise. What is a data warehousing? This is an enterprise. This enterprise headquarters in Chicago. They have operations in different geographical locations. Well, they have operations in North America, including US and Canada, different states in US and Canada. They have operations in Europe, Asia Pacific. Okay. Now, their business users sitting in Chicago, the headquarters, top level business people starting from CEOs, managing directors, sales managers, marketing managers, finance managers, HR managers. Every business people require the report for decision making. Suppose, let me show you one report, BW with BODS report. The source system is BW, Business Objects Reporting. The report is Customer Backlog Summary Report. So why the client required this Customer Backlog Summary Report? This is the purpose. The backlog report can be used for two purposes. One, to get a picture of how much revenue we are missing from billing because we are not able to ship the product to the customer. Well, you have an order from the customer, but you are not able to ship the product to the customer. Then we are losing so much of revenue. Second, the backlog report incorporates a sales outlook which is always in demand toward the end of the month. Now, who required this report? See, this report required in this company general managers, controllers, MOBA managers, sales managers, SBU managers, marketing managers, telemarketing managers. The business people, doesn't matter, starting from CEOs, managing directors, major stakeholders, investors, finance managers, controlling managers, okay, sales managers, procurement managers, inventory managers, HR managers, marketing managers. They require reports, analysis for decision making. Well, I will give you a small example. Walmart is, okay, what are the different gift items they have to introduce for 2014 Christmas? They will start planning a quarter ahead. Okay, they started planning what are the different gift items. Okay, they have to introduce for what are the gift items. Okay, in 2014 Christmas. How the managers will take the decisions? So we need these items for this Christmas season. What they will do is they will go back to the historical data. 2013 Christmas data, 2012 Christmas data, 2011 Christmas data, 2010 Christmas data. By analyzing your historical data, they will forecast. Well, okay, since last 3 Christmas, okay, we are selling the highly for this product. Okay, this product is very high in demand. Next, this product is very high in demand. This product is very high in demand. Accordingly, they will take the decisions. Unless until if they don't have that report, that analysis, they cannot take the proper decisions. The complete decision making Yes, Neil?
Bolo bhai.
Yes, Neil. You have a question? Anyways, gentlemen, I will be taking your questions by the end of this session. So let me complete what I'm supposed to complete in this demo. Then I will be spending significant amount of time in the questionnaires. Does it make sense? Yeah. Instead of okay. So whatever the questions you have, just make a small note of it. Once we are done with the demo session, then you can ask. The reason is after completing a demo, maybe you are 60 to 70% what you're supposed to ask. Those questions will be clarified. Then whatever the still you require some more clarification, okay, then whatever those type of questions you can ask me. Well, let's move on with our basics of BW. So every business, okay, the business user requires reports and analysis for the decision making. Now at this point of time, this company, they don't have single point of access to the entire enterprise data. See, they have a piece of, okay, the data sitting in Canada, in Europe, in Asia. The data is spread across different geographical locations. So whenever the data is spread across different geographical locations, they need an application. They need an application to store their enterprise data for the reporting purpose. For the reporting purpose. Now, what type of application they require? What type of application they require? To manage their historical data, to keep loading their existing data also on daily basis, on weekly basis, on hourly basis. What type of application they require is, they require a OLAP application. This is a OLAP application. What is OLAP stands for? Online Analytical Processing Application. What is analytics? What is analysis? Reporting. You will be using this OLAP application only for reporting purpose. Then what is a OLTP application? Suppose in Canada they have a point of sales application. In this point of sales application, using this point of sales application, the business is capturing the day-to-day business transactions. What is the purpose of this system? Not for reporting. If you are running heavy reports on transaction system, it can have negative impact on the overall performance of system. Okay. So what is this? This is only for transactional purpose. So I'll be waiting. Okay. So this is a point of sales application. So in this point of sales application, the day-to-day business transactions will happen. But I need the data from different source systems. Well, the source system can be a transaction system, the source system can be a flat file, and if I have the corporate data in the database, whatever the source system, I want all my corporate data to be here, so that I can, on top of this OLAP application, I can start reporting and I can submit these reports to my business people for effective decision making. That is the whole idea why we are implementing this OLAP project, OLAP application. Well, whenever you decided, when a client decided they want a data warehousing application for the reporting purpose, what are the different stages in a data warehousing project? First stage in any data warehousing project is, well, the client is implementing their own ROLAP application. We'll talk about what is ROLAP, what is MOLAP. First, before extracting the data from different source systems, we have to design this OLAP application. We have to design this application where you want to keep the data which is coming from Canada, finance data, sales data. I want to keep in appropriate data mart. I want to keep in an InfoCube or VSO. in which object you want to store this data. You have to design that object first. Designing your application, designing your OLAP application is nothing but modeling. See, there is a tool given by SAP in SAP BW, Data Warehousing Workbench for modeling. Well, this tool supports not only modeling, apart from modeling it supports so many other functionalities, but one of the core functionalities is modeling. What is the purpose of modeling? Design your objects where you want to keep the data for your reporting purpose, where you want to keep loading the data on periodic basis. So first part is modeling. First stage is modeling. So modeling completely deals with designing your application. Designing in the sense, designing the data marks, designing the objects like InfoCubes, DSOs. Don't worry, what is InfoCube, what is DSO, I will explain. So designing these objects where the business wants the data to be loaded in this OLAP application. Second one is ETL. So what is ETL? Extract, transform and load. Suppose the data which I am loading from a point of sales application, before loading the data to this our OLAP application, I have some business rules to be imposed. What is a business rule? Sometimes the data which is coming from source, the data is not in its original shape as per our reporting requirements. We need the data to be cleansed, the data to be consolidated, the data to be massaged before loading the data to our OLAP application. Extract. See what exactly ETL stands for? Extract, transform and load. Extract the data, transform the data, the way how we need the data in the reporting purpose, the way how the data needs to be in the reports as per the requirements of a business. Those are nothing but business rules or ETL. So there are so many ETL tools available in the market. For example, Informatica is an ETL tool. Business of the data services is an ETL tool. Data services, ab initio is an ETL tool. Data stage is an ETL tool. So what exactly the tool does? The tool can connect to the source, target, and it provides all the options for manipulating the data, transforming the data as per your business requirements. See, you can extract the data, you can use all your transforms before loading the data to your target. This is called ETL process. Once the data is arrived, after undergoing your business rules, after applying the business rules, then third stage is reporting. In reporting, using various reporting tools like Cognos, SAP Business Objects, Web Focus, MicroStrategy, TableView, you can connect your target source OLAP application. You can design your reports as per the requirements of the business. So once we have the report, we can broadcast this report for the business users, and these reports are very helpful for the business users for decision making, for forecasting, to take very spontaneous decision about the business, for forecasting decisions, for budgeting decisions, for planning decisions. Well, Neil, as I told you, okay, the questions I will be taking by the end of the demo session. You have to wait, my friend, because first let me explain what I'm supposed to explain, then I can move on to your questionnaire part. Because this is a demo session. If it is a classroom session, I can answer your question. So let's complete my demo, then you can ask any question. That is the reason. If you look at this, so we are spending significant amount of time in the questionnaires. Okay, decision makers in modern global operating enterprises frequently realize that their survival depends on the effective use of information, the effective use of their data, their business data. Unfortunately, this information is often spread across many systems and sometimes in many countries. Thus, making effective use of information extremely difficult. So whenever you require some data for your decision making, some information, some analysis, if you don't have a single point of access to this data, I cannot call right away the people in Asia. Maybe for them, okay, it's a night. For me, it's a morning. So how to get the data on time, information on time, reports on time for my decision making? Unless and if you don't have a OLAP application like this, where you can consolidate all your data from different source systems, where you can store your historical data for the reporting purpose, and okay, the decision making is going to be very difficult unless until if you don't have a OLAP application like this, which provides single point of access to your entire enterprise data. This is precisely the challenging that modern business intelligence system attempt to make. Expensive solutions are required to cover the entire business process, from the retrieval of source data to its analysis. Okay, look at this. If you look at this, this is the information the business users require for the decision making. Okay, but this information, whatever the reports they require, is spread across different geographical locations in different source systems. They have complex system landscape, sales orders, availability check. See, now how to get the data on time for the effective decision making? Well, using business intelligence software, using data warehousing application. The business intelligence software relies on the data that comes from the source systems. See, this software you are purchasing from different vendors, or you are implementing this application, the data warehousing application or business intelligence application relies on the data which is coming from different source systems. But this information cannot easily be used for the target use analysis, right? If you are dumping the data as it is from different source systems to this, maybe the data is not its original shape. We need to cleanse the data. We need to consolidate the data. Basically, we have to transform the data the way how we need the data in reporting. Those in business terminology, business rules. Any business rule which specifies I need the data to be like this. For example, here I have the date format MMDDYY, but my business user required the date format DDMMYY. That's a business rule. Before loading the date field here, you have to change the date field how a business user required in that report. Just I'm giving a simple example. Therefore, the source data is initially cleansed and technically, semantically prepared. This is called homogenized. In the sense, prepare the data before loading the data to your business intelligence application or data warehousing application as per your business standards, as per your reporting standards, as per your reporting requirements. The data is then stored in the data warehouse component of business intelligence software. Once you loaded the data using different ETL tools, and if the ETL process is integrated in that application, the data will come and resides here after undergoing your ETL process. So that is the high quality of the data. So once we have the high quality of the data, then we can use this data for the reporting purpose, and we can start broadcasting these reports to the various business users. And based on these reports, the broadcasting can be on weekly basis, on hourly basis, or on a daily basis. They will take the decisions. Well, I'm a finance manager. Early morning, 9 o'clock, I have to attend a meeting. In order to attend a meeting, first of all, I need the report, yesterday report. If the report is not ready, exactly by 9 o'clock, I cannot attend the meeting. Because once I have the report, then only I can where we are lacking, what is, did we achieve our target sales or not, then I can go to the meeting. Otherwise, it's very difficult. That is the reason the business users completely relies on the reports, the analysis for decision making. The data is stored in the data warehousing component of the business intelligence software. Analyzing this information with means of strong and flexible reporting tools like Cognos, Business Object, SAP Business Objects, that helps to better understand the enterprise information and create the knowledge. So this knowledge may help the organization redefine its business strategy and support the business process derived from it. Well, the transactional system. See, this is the transactional system where the day-to-day business transactions will happen. Maybe we require the data from here to here. So this is a flat file. I have the data in the flat file. Here I have the data in the mainframe. So here I have the data in an ERP, SAP ERP, non-SAP ERP, any source. The source can be OLTP or any other system where the business data resides, where the corporate data resides. So the transaction-oriented OLTP environments and the analysis-oriented environment. Look at this, the difference between these two systems. We are using this only for reporting and analysis. We are using this only for transaction purpose, not reporting purpose. You don't run heavy reports on this system. This system exclusively meant for transactions. If you are running heavy reports on this OLTP system, eventually it will have a negative impact on overall system performance. But if you are running this here, if you are running the reports, here I am not doing any transactions. This is exclusively for reporting. So now look at the figure, it will give an idea. So this is the OLTP, our source system, where the corporate data resides. The source system can be a transactional system where the day-to-day business transaction will happen using an application and it will come to the backend database. And this is a OLAP application where we need the data to be extracted from different source system. And before loading the data here, we have to cleanse the data. Okay, we need to homogenization of the data, cleansing, transformations of business tools, all are one and the same. Then, whatever the business user required the queries, this is going to answer those queries. This business intelligence system or this data warehousing system or the business intelligence application will answer the query for decision making to make the business strategy. So this is overall your data warehousing process, business intelligence process. Okay, well, whenever a client wants to implement a OLAP application, they have a couple of options with that. What is the first option? The first option is, what is data warehouse? It's an application where they want to store the complete historical data, okay, warehouse of data. The client can purchase a database like Oracle database, or SAP HANA in-memory database, or SQL Server database, or Teradata. In this database itself, they can design their data marts, they can design the objects, where they want to store the data. For designing, they can use Irwin tool, okay, they can use other tools, okay, or they can design manually by following all multidimensional models, okay. They can extract the data from the source system by using any ETL tool, like Informatica, DataStage. Once the data is arrived to this database, and we can start reporting using reporting tools like Cognos, SAP BODS. Now, if you look at this scenario, here the client is using a database to implement their OLAP application. This is called ROLAP application. R stands for relational, RDBMS. They are using an RDBMS, multi-dimensional online analytical processing application. Now, if you look at the drawbacks of this ROLAP application, we don't have a proper interface, user interface here. So we have to use different modeling tools, different ETL tools, different reporting tools, integration of these tools with this database, and we don't have proper user interface to use, okay, to load the data, to everything is laborious process. Eventually, okay, required lot of time for implementation. Testing is a very big phase, and getting the total cost of ownership, which will take a long time. To reduce our TCO also is not possible here. And whenever a client is implementing OLAP, the limitations are, for every stage of a data warehousing project, they have to go for a different tools. Again, the integration of the tools with this database. Again, we don't have proper user interface. It's very difficult. Most of the people, they need to have very strong on SQL, PL SQL, different programming languages who are working on these type of projects. Testing is a very big phase, and speeding up total return on investment is a very longer process. So in order to avoid whatever the limitations we have, with these OLAP applications, some vendors, they released OLAP applications. Vendors like SAP, Hyperion. Now Hyperion is acquired by Oracle, SQL Server, Microsoft. Okay, from SAP BW, what is the OLAP application released by SAP BW in 1998? Is SAP BW. BW stands for Business Information Warehouse. Well, from Hyperion, we have Hyperion as base. From Microsoft, we have Microsoft BI. What is SAP BW? It's a OLAP application. It's a OLAP application. It's a OLAP application. What exactly is OLAP application? Here we have only database. We don't have any application layer which will talk to this database. Using an application, we can perform all modeling, ETL, reporting activities. SAP BW, we have application layer. The complete application is designed in ABAP programming language. That is the reason this is an ABAP stack. So whenever I am using a front-end application to load the data, eventually the data will be residing in the database only. This OLAP application will have an application layer and the database layer. Okay, in 1998, SAP released BW 1.x versions, then we have BW 2.x versions, then we have BW 3.x versions, then we have BW 7.0, 7.x versions. In 7.x versions, BW 7.0, 7.1 to BW 7.3, up to 1.x, 2.x, 3.x, BW up to BW 7.3, we can use any traditional database like Oracle, SQL Server as underlying database for your OLAP application. But when SAP released HANA in 2010, SAP HANA is a high performance analytical appliance which is an in-memory database. Traditional database stores the data in the hard drive, whereas SAP HANA stores the data, complete data in the main memory. That is the in-memory database. From when the SAP released BW 7.3 with service pack file, they can use BW HANA as an underlying database for BW. The advantage, we have so many advantages. First one is accelerate the performance of BW. We don't require BW anymore. We don't require. Well, we'll talk about that one later on. First, we have to understand the basics of BW. In BW 7.4 also, current version, you can use traditional database or you can use SAP HANA. But SAP is focusing more on HANA database. It's recommending all the clients with BW who are using traditional database to upgrade their database to SAP HANA. So that whatever the new features they are releasing, they can maximize their performance using the new features, with SAP HANA database. So there are so many advantages using HANA as underlying database for BW. Now, how exactly this user interface look like? Look at this. If I am connecting directly to the database, I don't have this user interface. Now in SAP BW, it's an end-to-end data warehousing solution. End-to-end. End-to-end in the sense, here for modeling, I have to purchase one tool. That can be Arvind from Computer Associates or any other tool. Or I have to go for one report, ETL tool here, one reporting tool. No, it does not make much sense for me. I need a combo. What is combo? I will buy one product. That product is supposed to provide me modeling tools, ETL tools, and reporting tools. Okay, I'm not interested to purchase 3 separate tools, implement this OLAP application. So I am interested in a combo where I can get all the tools which are required to complete my data warehousing project. SAP BW is an end-to-end data warehousing solution from SAP. In the sense, in SAP BW, we have modeling tools, ETL objects is integrated in the BW, and you can use third-party ETL tools like Informatica DataStage and SAP proprietary ETL tool, Business Object Data Services. For modeling, data warehousing workbench. And for reporting, BEX. At the same time, we can use business object reporting or any other reporting tools also, because BW is compatible with SAP as well as non-SAP tools. Well, the advantage of using BW over the OLAP application, using of a MOLAP application like BW. First of all, we have very user-friendly user interface for modeling activities, for ETL activities. See, everything is graphical user interface environment here. See, everything is graphical. So I'm extracting the data here, I'm staging the data here, I'm performing the transformations, I'm loading the, see, these are transformations. Graphical user interface tool, and troubleshooting is very simple, monitoring is very simple, data load monitors, data load troubleshoots, and scheduling the automation of the data flows, like using the process chains. There are so many advantages of using this tool, and that too, these are well tested. So the testing, we don't have laborious process, and the client can lower their total cost of ownership, and they can speed up their return on investments, otherwise. So lesser time for the implementation. It comes with predefined objects, business content objects. Each and every scenario you don't have to develop from the scratch. Already sample cubes, business content objects are provided. If those objects suits your business requirement, just you can activate them or you can enhance them to use in your project. That speed up your implementation phase. Integration. Every tool integrated. It's like a combo. You don't have to buy database. You don't have a separate tool separately. So just buy this MOLAP application from concerned vendor. It depends upon your requirements. Okay. So BW is one of very successful product in MOLAP applications. Almost 21,000 companies are using BW. It's one of the most successful MOLAP application when comparing with others. So what is the architecture of BW? In the BW, you can extract the data from any source. You don't have any limitations. You can extract the data from SAP source systems, non-SAP source systems, flat files from different source systems. In BW, we'll stage the data, persistent staging area, then we'll design the modeling objects, we'll design the data flows, we'll do the ETL, we'll load the data to these objects, then we'll use the reporting tools to connect to these objects for the reporting. Apart from that, it comes along with some planning functions. We have BIIT, integrated planning, and we can use BW as a backend for SAP BOPC. So the SAP NetViewer BW 7.4 features, SAP BW 7.3 new features like graphical modeling, advanced info providers, hybrid providers. You can go through the course content, what we are covering. So not only developing modeling, I will show you the testing also, transportation also, how to transport the objects from one box to another box. Okay. Now, what is a prerequisite? Who can learn this tool? To tell you the truth, not only SAP BW, my friends, if you want to learn any data warehousing tool deals with underlying databases. So usage of application layer is now very simple. So this unit has strong concepts in the database. Now, what type of concept are supposed to have to learn any data warehousing tool, not only SAP BW? First one is basics of RDBMS, like what is table, what is primary key in the table, what is a foreign key in the table, what is a cardinalities in the tables. These type of basic concepts and some basics of SQL, structured query language. Well, for here the transformations will be using ABAP. Then why ABAP is not a prerequisite? Because if you go to our course content, ABAP is very simple programming language. Even if you don't have any idea about the programming also, it's not a rocket science. That's true. The good thing is we don't need all the ABAP concept. ABAP is very, very vast. We need only tiny part of ABAP. Okay, just what are the internal tables, structures. So before starting this, I will be covering a little bit of ABAP, so you can understand. Okay, the basic concept is same. Whenever you are writing any type of routine, defining the internal tables, using like conditions. We need very tiny part of ABAP, like field symbols, very few concepts. Okay, now who can learn? Who can enroll for this course? Who are the target audience? Now, one of the attendee or one of the consultant working in other data warehousing tools like Cognos, SAP BI or MicroStrategy or ETL tool like Informatica, DataStore, blah 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 blah, any data warehousing tool. Other data warehousing tool, they are working in other data warehousing tool, but they want to switch to SAP BW for better billing, for very good correct prospects, because with BW, we have so many combinations for very good billing. BW with HANA, that will be covered in this course. BW with BOBI, BW with the BOPC, because whenever you want to plan any data warehousing tool of SAP, the basic you have to learn is BW. That's a basic one. If you know the basic, then learning SAP HANA with BW is very simple. Learning BOBI with respect to BW is very simple. Learning BODS with SAP BW is very simple. Learning BOPC, which are the prerequisite, is BW. Like this, BW is a prerequisite, okay, in order to learn other data warehousing tools of SAP. Okay, the consultants who are working in Cognos, okay, they want to learn, they want to switch to SAP BW for better billing, for better career prospects. Second, not only the consultants who are working in other data warehousing tools, the consultants who are working in other IT areas. Well, I am an administrator. Well, I'm done with, I'm fed up with the administration job. I want to switch to some business intelligence job, reporting job, some functional side. Okay. Now I am a tester. Okay, as of now I'm doing the testing, but I'm more interested in the business side. I have whatever the prerequisite. I can put my efforts. I have commitment. I can work hard. I want to switch to SAP BW. I want to make my career in SAP BW. Only the prerequisite you require is SQL and basic RDBMS. Apart from that, what are the other prerequisites you require? Commitment, work hard, and commit to do this work with your full efforts. Definitely you'll see the fruitful results. Now, I'm working in testing, application development using Java, .NET, or Power Builder, whatever. Okay, I'm not interested in doing coding anymore. So I have been doing this coding since a while. I want to switch to SAP BW Business Intelligence side, SAP Business Intelligence side. Now you are a university passed out student. So you want to make career in SAP BW or BW with other combination. You can learn. You are a business analyst. You want to switch to SAP BW business analyst. So all these profiles, consultants with these type of profiles, they can learn. Now the question is, after completion of the course, how to get into a job? Well, you have what type of position you can apply for. So you are already a Cognos consultant or ETL consultant. You are already a modeler, a data modeler with working with other data warehousing tools. You have very good experience in other data warehousing tools. But here also same concept. Only the tool is different. The tool is different. So whatever the experience you have in the past using other data warehousing tools, so just by fabricating your resume with SAP BW or with other BOBI, BW with BOBI or BW with SAP HANA, you can target good, very senior profile. You can project yourself as a senior level consultant because you are already working in other data warehousing tools since a while. Maybe you are a data modeler in other data warehousing tool, or you are in ETL architect in other data warehousing tool. You can go as a BW architect, BW subject matter expert. BW. Now you are a tester. You have like good experience, but you don't have any other experience with data warehousing tools. After learning BW, just you can go as an intermediate level BW consultant. Not that much of experience, not that, very low experience. So 4 to 5 years BW for senior level kind of developer or BW developer or BW report developer. Now university passed out student, so they don't have any other IT experience. In that case, they can project themselves as a junior level BW developers just to get into a contract or get into a job. So there are so many types of positions also. Client will pay $50-60 an hour. We need junior BW developers with 1 year experience. With 1 year experience means we know trained candidates. Like this. Once you completed the course, even I don't have any data warehousing tool experience. I completed this course, with proper dedication, hard work, commitment. I have a lot of confidence. I completed all the assignments. I completed 2-3 implemented projects. I have very good confidence. Then I'm not going to stop you. You are already working other IT technologies, maybe on Oracle database or testing or database testing or ETL testing. Well, this after completion of this course. Depends upon your experience level, you can project yourself. It doesn't mean only Cognos SAP business consultant working in other data warehousing tool, they can target for a senior level of position, some high level of position. No, it's not mandated. It's not like always these people can apply. So if you have other IT background also, so once you completed the course, after completing the assignments, after completing the case studies, implement the project, so depends upon your confidence level also, you can project yourself in the market. Here we are help you out, as I told you, like we have direct clients, so we'll in placements as well, I will type with this Sitaram company. I have my own company in Chicago, in Toronto, we have the clients, direct clients, and apart from that, so we have tier 1 vendors, contact with the tier 1 vendors who are looking for BW with HANA, this type of BW with BOBA, this type of questions, after completion of the course, we are here to help you out for resume preparation, in order to take the mock interviews, how to talk. Well, you are a data warehousing consultant, you are a testing consultant. Giving the interview is not something new for you, but giving the interview using BW terminologies, using the business jargons of SAP BW. So that part we will train you, not interviewing skills. So like this in every prospect. Here we are here to help you guys. So only the prerequisite you require is SQL and RDBMS. Well, if you are already a BW consultant, there is one gentleman who is working in BW 7.3. Well, for him, it's very, he can go for Delta course, no need to attend the complete course. And one consultant is a testing consultant. After doing the course, only the thing, you need to have a proper dedication, proper commitment, hard working. Sacrifice the time from your family, sacrifice the time from your social activities, then concentrate for 2-3 months. By the end of this course, you will see the fruitful results. Any questions, folks? Vidya, any questions? Vidya, can you hear me?
Really?
Yeah, any questions, Vidya?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. So I'm going to pass out in April, and I'm looking for a training actually. So as a part of that, I was attending your demo. But
you are a
I
university
don't
passed
have
out student.
any. I'm sorry.
You are a university passed out student, right?
Yeah, I'm going to pass out in April, but I don't have any experience in SQL or RDMS, and I come from a totally different background. Like I'm from a science background. So I was just wondering if there are any suggestions or anything.
Is there any?
Suggestions to learn like structured query language or...
Oh, yeah, it's very simple. So it's not rocket science. Only we require is common sense to learn the structured query language. So if you go to, okay, SQL tutorials in Google, it's self-learning. Even if you want, I can take a couple of sessions for you. It's not a big deal.
Oh, that would be helpful.
See everything. Okay, what is table? What is select? What is where class?
Actually, it is like this. I had been trying to learn it on my own from the book called Business Information Warehouse for SAP by Nine. And I came to a stage of like modeling info objects, and I'm stuck up near the extraction thing, and I'm not able to go further because of no motivation or something, because I don't have a source to.
Don't worry. Okay, so maybe you are here.
I'm sorry.
Maybe you are here. Maybe you are here, right? Can you see my screen? You are creating the info objects. You are running on your own.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying. I was trying to, we have to associate tables with a data source, right?
Yeah.
And I left it there, and I'm not able to go further from there.
No worries. Okay, we will here to help you out. Okay, yeah. I will teach. We will teach all the content. You can go through our course content.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
That's all for the day, folks.
For your